If you're using content marketing in your business, you're probably running into one fatal error that most content creators run into, which is it's attracting the wrong type of people. And we're going to talk about what type of people most content attracts, why they're the wrong type of people, and what to do instead in today's episode. But before we do,
stop burning cash on campaigns that flop and quit watching buyers bail for your competitors. Get ads that turn your prospects into brand fanatics that devour your every offer, shun your competition, and do your selling for you. The problem's not your offer, your targeting, or your creative. It's the played out marketing guru's playbook that's broken. If you're selling high ticket in a highly competitive or highly regulated market, you need something different. Discover what's actually working now at cultishcontent.com/campaigns. If you're done with launching to crickets, make your next campaign cultish. Go to cultishcontent.com/campaigns today. And now back to the show.
welcome back to Cultish Content. I'm Nathan Frazier.
And I'm Lily Elizabeth.
And today we're going to be talking about content marketing and where it goes wrong for so many people. And let's just kind of jump into most people when they're creating content, their first instinct is to create how-to content. They're like, I'm an email marketer. I'm going to create content that shows people how to email market.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been guilty of this in the past.
Same.
Okay. Why do you think it is that that's our first instinct, is to give away what we do?
Well, I'm trying to show myself off. I'm trying to say, this is what I do. I'm an authority. Check out what I know. I want to share it with you. So I guess it makes sense. I want to show you my tips and tricks, but the people that I'm trying to attract don't necessarily need my tips and tricks for email and content marketing, do they?
Exactly. And instead of people who actually need what you have and are willing to pay you to do it for them, giving tips and tricks away attracts
DIY people who want to do it themselves, who don't want to pay you for it.
Exactly.
Sounds about right.
If I'm on the internet and I'm looking, how do I write a better headline? It's not because I want to hire somebody to write my headlines for me. It's because I want to write better headlines.
Makes sense.
So if you're creating content saying, hey, here's how to write a better headline, what you're doing is you're attracting people who want to do it themselves and not pay you to do it. Worse, you're training your competitors on your best secrets.
Yeah, teaching them how to replace you.
Exactly.
I don't want that.
So doing how-to content, which is what almost everybody does and what all the gurus actually promote. They say, oh, just show people your process, show people that you know what you're doing, and you'll attract people that want to pay you to do it. And I think that Gary Vee is famous for talking about pushing the free line, where he says, just give a little bit more free advice than the next guy is doing, and you'll be the favorite person amongst the audience. But what I found is by doing that, again, you're attracting people that want to do it themselves. You're attracting your competition who want to learn all of your secrets.
Freebie seekers.
Freebie seekers. Yeah, you keep giving free stuff away. You're attracting freebie seekers.
Yeah.
And the thing is at least in our industry, most of the people that we're trying to get the attention of, they don't want to learn all of this stuff. They're busy. They don't have time for a 900-page ebook.
Exactly.
And so if we're like, hey, look at all this free stuff. We've got a 13-day free course that we're going to give you.
Oh, yeah.
What are they going to think when they see that?
That sounds exhausting. I'm not looking to learn it and to do it. I'm not hanging out on social media looking through these videos to learn how to edit my videos or learn how to do email. I'm looking to outsource. I'm looking to learn, why should I trust you with this?
So the thing is if you're creating how-to content, not only are you attracting people who don't want to pay you, you're repelling the type of people who would want to pay you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, you know what? Last thing. You mentioned freebie seekers.
Yeah.
Before we jump into the next point, I have this analogy. Everybody wants to give away a free iPad. Join my list and I'll give you a free iPad.
Yeah.
They say, if I give away free iPads, everybody's going to join my list.
Oh, yeah.
But unless what you're selling is iPad warranties and iPad accessories, you don't want a list full of people who want free iPads. So
Doesn't sound like content that converts.
yeah, so if you create freebie seeker attracting content, you're not attracting buyers, you're attracting people who want a free iPad, which will fill your list up, but it's not the right type of people.
Ooh.
Ew. Lily, I love you. You're amazing.
I love the views, but come on.
So let's jump into, instead of creating how-to content, what I like to create is, I heard this saying a long time ago, give away the what to do, give away the why to do, and give away the when to do it, but don't give away the how to do it.
I like that.
Give them just enough so they feel empowered. But if they want the how to do it, that's when they have to pay you to come do it for them, or they pay for your course. But give away the what to do, the why to do, and the when to do, and then keep the how to do behind a paywall. And so in our content, instead of doing how-to content, here's how to write 3 great subject lines.
Right.
Here's how to do this. Instead of how to, let's focus on what to do, when to do, and why to do.
Yeah, I like that idea. And then you frame your product or your service as the next best obvious step.
Exactly. And you know what? Let's step back real quick.
Yeah.
Because there is one exception to this, and you just brought it up. The only time that I think it's okay to do how to is when what you're selling is part of the how to.
Okay.
So if I'm selling, here's how to get your dog back in good health.
Okay.
Take them for a walk every day. Make sure that you're feeding them this particular type of dog food and get them this type of tick resistant collar.
Right.
And you're selling that type of dog food. Well, your product is part of the how to. You're not teaching them how to make the dog food. You're saying, here's how to solve the problem. Just buy this thing. So if you're not selling a service, or if what you're selling is part of the how to, I think doing how to content works.
Makes sense.
But if you're selling a service, creating how-to content is just going to fill your audience with people who want to do it themselves and not pay you. I think we've beat that home. Let's go ahead and move on to what to do instead.
Cool.
Instead of how-to content, we've come up with 6 different ones that we use pretty frequently, and we'll go through each one and kind of give an example. For people that don't know, Lily is very entrepreneurial minded. And before she was doing content marketing, what were you doing before this?
I did a little bit of social media management. I did a little bit of video editing on the side. School.
School. You did nails for a while.
I did nails for a while too.
Okay, so we're going to go to the land of make-believe where Lily is still doing people's nails.
Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here.
All right.
Cool.
And so instead of how-to, if you did a how-to tutorials on TikTok or Instagram, and you said, here's how to do this, your following would be filled with ghetto chicks that want to do their own nails.
Definitely. Or nail techs that want to steal my techniques.
Exactly. So instead of filling your list with people who want to do it themselves, do their own nails, or steal your techniques so that they can get paid for what you came up with, instead of how to do this type of effect with your nails, we're going to go through some of these other types of content other than how to. The first one that we've got here is never make these common mistakes. I'm going to put you on the spot for this.
Curiosity. Okay.
Yeah. So never make these common mistakes when it comes to what aspect of doing nails.
Maybe it comes down to like cleaning up the nail. I know that's super important when you're putting a nail on. It's going to pop off the next day if the surface isn't clean. Never make these mistakes. Never skip buffing your nail before you lay your acrylic. I tried.
What I'm thinking of is like never make these color matching mistakes.
Ooh, okay.
Never add this type of, what is it when they glue things onto nails? Never make the mistake of gluing this type of thing to this type of polish.
Ooh, never use this chrome effect on this nail.
Yeah, so you could do a never make these 3 mistakes when doing nails. And that'll attract people that want to get their nails done.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give them the how to. It gives them the what not to do.
I like that.
So never make these common mistakes. Never make these common mistakes in your emails. Never make these common mistakes in your whatever.
Yeah.
Is a great way to do content that attracts the right type of people, but doesn't give away the how to do the right thing.
I like that.
All right, let's move on to the next one. What you need to know before taking action X.
Before you get acrylic nails.
Exactly, yes. So what you need to know before booking a nail appointment.
Yep.
What you need to know before clicking the send button on your emails.
Cool.
What you need to know before hiring an ad agency. If we were going to do a piece of content that promoted cultish content,
Yeah.
instead of here's how to create cultish content, it's what you need to know before hiring an ad agency.
Ooh.
It's just another piece of content that will attract the right type of people. It will attract people looking to get their nails done, looking to book an appointment.
Yep.
But won't give away the secrets so that they don't have to book an appointment.
I like it.
All right, so we've got next up what the gurus aren't telling you about X.
This one's my favorite.
This one's my favorite too. Let's talk about in the context of nails. What's an example?
What the gurus aren't telling you. Maybe like how to get your nails to last longer, I'm thinking. Like how the nail techs get their nails to last so long. But
Exactly.
you can't. You know?
It teases like insider secret knowledge.
Yeah.
Or it teases that the gurus might have nefarious intentions. They're trying to deliberately lead you astray.
Oh,
and
yeah.
before you follow the Pied Piper, you need to know about this.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this one is always hard to ignore. If you see an email, what all the gurus get wrong about nail polish, I don't know. Man, I'm flailing here.
He's trying.
I'm not the best nail polish expert, but you get an Instagram video that pops up what the gurus are lying about X. It's almost impossible not, especially if you're into topic X, it's almost impossible not to click on that video, to click on that email and read it.
Those get crazy views whenever I post those on YouTube, and it's like what the content marketing gurus aren't telling you, or this is what they don't want you to know.
Yeah. Another one of my favorite copywriters, Ben Settle, he used to do, this was back when Facebook was like the dominant social media.
Yeah.
He would put his emails out and they would say, what your Facebook friends are wrong about whatever.
Ooh.
And it was almost impossible not to click on those emails.
Go off. Call them out.
Exactly. And it helps establish you as like, hey, my industry is full of charlatans and scam artists.
Yep.
I'm going to be the one guy or one girl that stands up and calls them all out, gives you the secret information that we're not supposed to talk about. I do that a lot with just this show in general.
Totally.
I
The
think
insider scoop.
Exactly. It helps establish you as separate from all the rest of the crowd. So next one, this got us, and then crazy result, but it almost backfired.
Ooh, that's fun. I haven't tried that one yet.
So I'm thinking in the nail industry,
Yeah.
this got me crazy sparkling reflections, but it almost ruined my nails.
I like that. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. This got us a 10x on our ad spend, but it almost backfired. It almost cost us our entire advertising budget.
Oh, I gotta click.
Exactly. Like if you see that, you can't not click. And then when you watch it, you're like, okay, I see what they did wrong. And I see why it could have gone horribly why it could have gone horribly wrong. And I can see that it went right.
Right.
But I don't know how it went right. I don't have all the details. So now now I've got that open loop and I'm like, I need to learn more. How do I learn more? I need to call these people and figure
Yeah.
out. So how did you guys end up fixing it?
I gotta learn from you guys the strategy.
Exactly. So it gives away the what and the why and the when and the what not to do, but it doesn't give away the how. So
Perfect.
this got us crazy result, but it almost backfired. Next piece of content that you can add to your tool belt is if you're doing this, you're losing X every day. You're losing money every day.
Tough.
You're losing vitality every day. You're losing connection with your partner every day. You're losing tread on your tires every day.
Word.
Whatever it is that you fix for people, if you're doing this, you're losing whatever it is that we solve for you every day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there an example of this for
nails?
Yeah.
If you're doing this, you're losing. I don't know. If you're doing this, If you're biting your nails, you're losing nails every day. I'm trying.
Okay, we're both flailing today.
Yeah.
But we'll do one for marketing. If you're doing this, you're losing leads every day.
Yep.
And it could be the topic of today's episode. If you're doing this type of content, how-to content, you're losing leads every single day.
Oh, yeah.
So again, though, it doesn't give away what to do instead, even though we're giving away what to do instead in this content.
Yeah.
Hypocrites. But it works. If you're doing this, you're losing X every day. The last one that we've got for you today is, we thought this was smart until it cost us this.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking, like, in nails, I thought this new nail polish was going to be great until it totally ate my actual nails up.
Oh my gosh, scary.
This, usually if you frame it with like something new and excited that everybody's like, oh, I want to get on board with that. And then you say, I thought it was going to be awesome, but then this horrible thing happened.
Oh.
Now I'm like, oh my God, what was the horrible thing?
Everybody else is doing it. Why did it not work out for you?
So this is an example of what not to do and why not to do it. But I'm not going to give the what to do instead or the how to do what to do instead. I might give a little bit of the what to do instead. So I thought this was going to be great. I went all in. It blew up in my face. This is what I learned. This is what I'll do instead next time. But I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it instead next time. If you want the how, you're going to have to give me a call.
That part.
Okay. So let's give a recap real quick. Instead of how-to content, especially if you're a service provider and you want people to pay you rather than replace you or compete with you. Number one, and let's go through these one at a time, Lily.
Let's do it.
Never make these common mistakes is a great replacement for how-to content.
What you need to know before you take action.
Perfect. What the gurus aren't telling you about X.
Boom. This got us crazy result, but it almost backfired.
Boom. If you're doing this, you're losing X every day.
And we thought this was smart until it cost us.
And then the consequences, what did it cost us?
Ooh.
All right, so those are 6 pieces of content. We'll make sure to have them in the show notes for this episode. And so if you want to check that out, you could go to the show notes. Right now we're only on YouTube. We will be on other places soon. But these are ways to build a list of people who want to buy rather than people who want to compete, rather than people who just want to do it themselves. Use this type of content instead of how-to content and fill your list with the right type of people.
I like it.
All
Sounds
right.
like a plan.
All right, so that's our opinion. How-to content we almost never make other than this episode. But in general, we stay away from how-to content and we try to go to these other 6 types of content instead. Just our opinion, though. What about you? Do you rely on how-to content? Did this episode make you rethink your strategy? If so, let us know in the comments. And until next time, we will catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Before we're out of here, do me a favor. If you like this video, let me know. Hit that like button. If you want to catch more videos like this, smash that subscribe button. If you know a business owner or a marketer who could benefit from what we talked about in today's video, share it with them. And check out the other couple videos YouTube's recommending. I bet you'll dig them.